summer in the city, back of my neck getting dirt and gritty.
Hi there, everybody. This is Leather from Serbs. Today, I'm reading fucking Alf Autopsy. That's a title you hear and you're like, is that allowed? Is that even proper wording? The title just feels completely off, but I'll read the story anyway. Like I mentioned in the text at the beginning, a lot of this pasta is describing life in the Japanese big city, more specifically, the poorer regions. Like how the walls in homes are so thin, people end up fucking outside in the middle of nowhere in some park because there's less chance someone will hear them. I'd imagine that would solve the audio problem, but not too sure about the visuals there. Also, despite having a lot of homeless people, begging is rare, which I guess is why they have resorted to selling creepypasta fodder. Don't worry, if you would like more details yourself and paint a clearer picture of the environment and shit, you can go ahead and read it yourself, but I don't want to bug you with the details, so I'm gonna pass this on to LeatherIceCream. Hey everyone, I'm Leather. I'm here to read you the rest of the creepypasta. A young boy went and bought a weird, laser disc. He then brought it to his mate where they could watch whatever the fuck was on it. I really can't be describing the goddamn foreplay that goes on for like 1,000 paragraphs. So let's get to the part where the two dudes just watch the film 5 feet apart because they're not gay. So very first thing that happens is color bars. They show up with constant beeping for a single minute, which at this point I would have just fast forwarded it, but I guess these two are true Alf fans and wish to respect the sitcom furry alien man by sitting through the garbage data. So to recap, the show officially ended on a cliffhanger where Alf was captured by the alien task force. And in this video, the plot continues, even though I have a vague memory of an episode where Alf is cracking jokes at scientists while being in captivity. But it could just be Mandelaing that shit. So it shows a dirty hospital-like setting as the view goes through a double hospital door thing. On the way there, you can hear screaming, which the viewer recalls being realistic to the point where it doesn't even seem like acting, but sounds of real agony. Don't exactly understand that mentality. Some people can act really well, just called good acting. If you can tell that they're acting, that's not good acting. You realize that. I guess they want to hire very good actors for the final episode of the show. Just acknowledge their dedication, you ungrateful cunt. And then good old Alf shows up, strapped to a bed. I realize he's being experimented on and probably very injured in the process, but reading "he sobbed gently" when the context is fucking Alf, I can't help but laugh at that. Not helping is also him looking at the camera and saying, "Please, I miss you. I miss you." I don't know how seriously I can take the plights of a creature who has a dick nose and is used as a graphic for early 90s PC game crack programs. Naturally, like anyone trying to make pixel art with VGA graphics, he starts screaming in agony for minutes on end, only stopping to sob loudly, just like college students. And after minutes of this constant screaming, the terrible saxophone music starts playing. That's fucking incredible. It's just screams of agony because it's like, no, not the Kenny G. During that, screenshots and credits roll through the screen. So I'm to believe the episode's already over then. Again, the lost episodes are never very long, so however, the video eventually gets stuck on two looping images, which is of Willie Tanner smiling and the full body shot of the aftermath of the titular autopsy. The writer describes these as two horrible images cycling between each other. Like, okay, yeah, I get it, maybe the alien insides are pretty gross, but like, come on, Tanner's face isn't that bad. And then after that shit, it cuts to a camcorder footage of a doctor man speaking to the alien, as the guy recording the scene swings the camera back and forth like an idiot. Then we get to see Alf's decapitated head. Now, while that sounds like him describing some early to mid 2000s Newgrounds animation, I'd like to mention something. Guys, nowadays when scientists get a new species they've never seen before, especially if it's sentient, I doubt their first choice is to go, "Hey guys, let's just carve this thing like a Thanksgiving turkey," even though it's the only species of it we've ever seen, and we may never see another one again. And also, let's record the whole thing in the office with the shittiest lighting we can find, with the worst camera possible. However, I'm not a scientist, but again, the false memory final episode I created in my brain somehow took a more logical turn. See, Serbian bootlegs are much better than Japanese ones. So give me your $5, asshole. Well, while we're looking at Alf's decapitated head, the writer notices that the alien spine looks like a humerus of a human, aka the human arm bone. So that, of course, implies that Alf is an actual hand puppet and not an alien. But if he is an alien, then that means that aliens are hand puppets. I always knew Sesame Street was from outer space. That whole idea could work. However, in the show, Alf is sometimes a hand puppet and sometimes an actor in a suit. So you were almost there with that idea, but reality ruined it for you. Back on track, Willie Tanner shows up, says to the decapitated corpse, "Good morning, Alf." And then the head opens his eyes and starts screaming. Again, because of course, we didn't have enough of that. I mean, really, you can't just have a head still alive and talking and shit. You're writing a creepypasta about Alf, not Phantom Blood. After the film ended, both of the guys got up, walked away, and never spoke to each other ever again, which is a natural reaction of two people that watched a shitty movie. At the end of the pasta, and, well, really throughout the entire story, the guy mentions how much the video scarred him for life, and how he's never going to sleep again, and how he hasn't slept, etc, etc, etc. Listen, buddy, I get spooked pretty easily myself, but I think you're overreacting a little bit. The movie didn't kill your dog and pee on your wife. It was just annoying and kind of shit. Get over yourself. So in conclusion of this entire pasta, message for today is, it's nice that you're putting in a lot of details in your story to describe the environment. However, like, I got places to be. I may not have patience at all, but still, I feel like it kind of drags on when we only get to the thing that the story is actually about only halfway through. So is the creepypasta good? I mean, I guess there's not much you can do when the subject matter is goddamn Alf. So yeah, that's it. Have a good day. Buy my video games and give me $5. Okay, thanks. Bye.